All those people that are in places in Nigeria, this is what God is telling you, that they are Fulani S-men, because they are sending more. God said Fulani S-men are political shenanigans to make the people not to be worried or speaking to the top people about the economy, so that they will focus on the killing. The politicians are the ones sending these people in. It's a way called diversion. So instead of us to be thinking on the economy that the president is not doing well, we'll be thinking about the killing. These people are not just coming to kill. They are being imported with vehicles, lorries, and giving gun and projects to kill, steal, and destroy. So every nation, mostly the Middle Belt, East and South, you have to stand up for yourself. That's what God is saying. To everybody that is going to work, going to farm in Nigeria, carry your gun, sharpen your machete for fight. As you are working with one hand, prepare a weapon with another hand. Because the government don't care. They sent those people to kill you. Why the nation should be crying that, oh, money is being stolen, economy is not fine, we are suffering. They said, no, instead of them to be wise and focus on that area, let us be killing them. If they start seeing dead bodies, they will forget about economy. Wickedness. You should know that the politicians kill people to be where they are. And so they don't care to kill more people. Fight for yourself while you are praying.
Fulani herdsmen are becoming menace. They are sponsored. I know. You know, there are things you think in your room that God shows to prophets. I know. The thing they are calling findings now, I find the longest time. You don't need intelligence antenna as a prophet to find it. He said, is that somebody telling the king? He said, there's one Elisha. He knows. I saw this government coming in with a bloodthirsty God. Saw it. And I cried. The worst time in the history of Nigeria is 2015 to now. And it's worsening day by day. The end has finally come. Apart from us in the Jesus family, many have never had a smile the last 5 years on our streets. We don't have records, so we don't know how many have committed suicide. We don't. Sir, if they dash me presidency, I won't take it. You know that now. I knew that's 84, not now. So I'm not talking about, it's not an area I'm called to. It's a very great office. It's not my calling.
16 years we've been fighting Boko Haram. How have they been surviving? Who has been funding them? These are questions we should ask ourselves. Where are they getting the fuel they're getting? They're getting from us. We have commercial drivers that will go and take full tank, go out, go and siphon fuel and give them. Sometimes they have pre-arranged locations. They siphon fuel in jerrycans, dig holes and drop in and phone them and tell them where they fall. These are the people that keep them going. So why are we doing this to ourselves? What is the motive? Are you going to be happy if your country fails? You want to be a refugee or an IDP somewhere else? Border management is very critical. I've had countries, because of the level of insecurity they had to fence their borders. I know sometimes when you mention, people say, no, it's impossible. Pakistan fenced 1,350 kilometer border with Afghanistan. That was the only time they had peace. Saudi Arabia and Iraq, 1,400 kilometers fenced completely. Can we start thinking of fencing our borders? We have 1,500 kilometers with Niger Republic, 1,900 kilometers with Cameroon. Chad is there. All over us, surrounded by Francophone countries, and the Sahel is heating up. Gentlemen, if we don't do anything, when the Sahel falls, it is Nigeria that everybody is interested in. But they believe Nigeria is huge, Nigeria is big, Nigeria is rich. And that is what we should start thinking about. How do we secure fully and take control of our borders? It is critical for our survival. It's critical for our sovereignty. We must not shy away from these things. It might be expensive. It will be a penny wise, pound foolish if we don't. We must stand up to be counted together as Nigeria for Nigeria.
We are under siege. Benue State, my community in Gwe West local government area, we're under siege. We're being attacked. We're in a war situation.
War situation.
Yes. And even with the NSA's visit, the same thing transpired. Visiting the state and sitting in the government house to discuss with our chiefs and our leaders, that's a good, commendable idea. But we expect them to go to the ground, to go to those places. You can only understand what the people are suffering when you go there and see the conditions for yourself. So I and my people are not satisfied with the chief of arms just simply visiting the state capital and leaving. He needs to come and see what is happening. And of course, I'm sure you have heard allegations of complicity by certain members of these armed forces.
We'll get there. We'll get there. That's part of what we discussed. But then, music to your ears. But then, what do you make of the accusations and counter-accusations between the governor of the state, Hyacinth Elia, and Abba Moro, who is a senator here in Abuja? What do you make of the accusations and counter-accusations?
Okay, so I believe distinguished Senator Abba Moro's response was to the statement by His Excellency the Governor that some Abuja-based politicians and members of the National Assembly are complicit in this, perpetration of dastardly acts against our people. Now, the onus is on the governor. I will not hold brief for him, but as the chief security officer of the state, I believe he must be privy to certain intelligence reports that I am not and that we are not. So I would say that I would call on the governor, I would appeal to him to please ensure that information is made public. Because if you remember, in the last administration, certain individuals were alleged to be sponsors of terrorism in the country, but those names were never released. We do not want that kind of situation to play itself out again. I personally do not believe, as a former member of the National Assembly, that any member of the National Assembly will be complicit in the killing of their people.
Top politicians who are very functional and are in the National Assembly and are in Abuja are the architects and advocates of not just instigating, but harboring and keeping these people and feeding them in the bushes and taking care of all their needs and buying all the other gadgets for them. This is extremely unacceptable. If they do not love the lives of people and then they're only fighting for their own political position, I think I am serving the interest of the common masses, and it is a concern to me, and it is my right to protect them. So once we receive this report that this coming week, we're going to take it up very seriously. There are quite a number of big names that are mentioned here. So this is where we are.
All right. We'll be looking forward to the report and making it public. And for the interest of the people of the state, I'm hoping that people will not instigate and continue to allow the killings of the people. But Governor, thank you so much indeed for your time tonight. Governor Hyacinth.
Thank you so very much. Again, when you see figures on the social media, be cautious. Don't swallow them sinker and hooker. The social media members, be cautious.
All right.
If you cannot get the figures from the police or the military, at least you have the DSS in there. They will give you the exact thing. But I'll just give me 1 second just to congratulate my brother, pastor, and the governor of Akwa Ibom State, who with his own people made an amazing...
My people, I think you've watched the video and hear what people said concerning what we're facing in this country. The problem we're facing in this country is coming from our top politicians and many other persons who call themselves leader of this country. If you look at all these persons who spoke in this video, many of them mention people will be so key that they sponsor all this insurgency, and many other people will be so key that they take the citizens of this country lives and property. This country will be so it's turning into something else, because I don't see anything will be so key if you make politicians will be so key they for your own people to sponsor bandits or buy those people again. Because if you buy all these persons now, who go there for you to rule now? Who you want to, if they buy all these people will be so okay they sponsor all these Fulani headers for? It don't make sense. We need to like calm ourselves down. Even though you be leader of the country, you need to calm yourself down, because one day, one of your own person or a family member or anybody related to you may be victim. All this thing will be so okay. They go on. It don't make sense. Now we get to tell our leaders. Though our leaders now, the kind of people we say be. The kind of people we say okay. They know they like hear person talk, even though they see and nothing concerning them. Their own is just for money to come, even though people life keep going day by day. Their own is just for money to come now. So long as money is coming from those people life that is going down, nothing concerning them. That is the kind of people that it be. That is why it is okay. Many of these guys that spoke in the video are always engage them. I know that okay, you that is hearing us now, you have something to say concerning all this thing that is going on. If you have something to say concerning this, should drop it in the comment section. Make we talk. And also, if this is your first time, please kindly like our video, share and subscribe. Thank you.